fam, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Be the fam, that's what they call me.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Jay and welcome back to the Real Hicks family channel. And today, as you see, that it is a change of scenery. Me and Trey decided to go to the park and film Stepmom Chronicles. I believe this is number 14. So yes, this is Stepmom Life Vlog Chronicles part 14. And if you're new to the channel, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and also make sure you hit that bell to get all of our notifications. Now let's just take this view in. You want to take the view in? I love it. Like, it's peaceful, it's quiet. Even though the coronavirus is going on, there's not a lot of people around. And yes, I am sitting here without a face mask, but as you can see that we are over here kind of secluded, off on our own. Nobody else is coming by here, and if they do, I have my face mask to put on. So we are being careful and we are being safe. So again, jumping into Stepmom Life Vlog Chronicles, what I want to talk to you guys about is parenting. Because I mean, as parents, we always learn something new. It's always something different that's going on with our kids. And I happened to pick up a new tip that I got from a friend, which was kids have bad days. So that's gonna be my first topic I talk about. Like, us as parents, we have bad days. There's, like, we get frustrated, we get agitated easily because of life. But as a kid, you don't think like a kid would have a bad day because they're a kid. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. Everything's paid for. You don't have bills. None of that. So as a parent, you have more stress than you. But we don't realize that kids do sometimes have stress from school, whether it's chores or their friends, whatever the case may be. They have things that can cause them to have a bad day, and which can cause them to react and out and, you know, be disobedient. Let's just say that. So me as a stepmom slash parent, I am taking all of that in, and as well as Trey, and we're learning how to deal with that behavior when it arises. So one thing that me and Trey said that we can do is, one, instead of just like going off the hinges per se, like, hey, like, why are you talking about, why you didn't do that? If you kind of know your kid is off, I mean, you can kind of tell signs, like if they're being standoffish, not really wanting to eat or anything, you can tell that something's bothering them. So open up, ask your child, how are they feeling? Is anything going on that they want to talk about or anything? At that point, you already opened the door. So if anything was bothering them, if they were having a bad day, that was their opportunity to come to you and talk to you and to fill you in on what's going on in their life. And at that point, you already completed step number 1. So if a behavior occurs and they're acting out and talking back and anything like that, you already addressed them the first time to see if anything was bothering them. They don't open up, they don't say anything. At that point, then you have consequences for your actions. It can't be when you have a consequence, oh, well, I meant to say, or I wanted to tell you, all that went out the window, because you already had your chance and it was up to you whether or not to say anything about it. You chose not to. So you can't go back and forth saying that, oh, well, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm gonna just say this. It don't work like that. So parents, make sure you ask your kids anything's bothering them, anything's going on, they say no, leave it like that. And if something is bothering them, as a parent, be there, comfort them, give them ways and different techniques to deal with the issues that they're going through, because again, we are all once their age. We had to deal with similar issues. Who else can better assist them than us? Because you don't want them learning stuff off the street or from anybody else. You'd rather them learn it from you. And then back to the parenting. What me and Trey have also decided on doing recently is, yes, we co-parent, but me and Trey come from two different backgrounds and two different upbringings. So in order as a blended family to work effectively, we have to find a happy medium and set ground rules going forth with that. Meaning, yes, Trey may, let's just say for example, Trey didn't get whoopings growing up, and for example, I got whoopings growing up. So Trey may say, oh, we're not gonna whoop the kids because I didn't get whoopings, and me be like, oh, well, I got whoopings, I say we whoop them. Like, you can't just take one or the other. You gotta find a happy medium and find out what works in your home, especially being a blended family. And for us, what works is, you know, you, like I said, you ask them, you know, you kind of talk to your kids early in the day, figure out if there's anything going on with them. And you, again, you can tell by their mood. If they seem to be happy and upbeat and then they get out of line and you reprimand them, then you know that's just your kid acting out. So once they take that approach and they're acting out, okay, are you acting out? Phone. You still doing it? All your electronics get taken away. Then comes the papers, which means you'll be writing a front and back page on respect and what it means not to talk back to your parents. Me and Trey come up with a variety of different topics to give the kids, so it's not just like you're writing a page on the same topic over and over. And it's funny because I even asked my niece who was out here recently, like, how would you feel? She's like, if my mom was to take away my phone, like, I would die. Like, my world will be crushed. Because Alyssa's what, 15? But she said because she loves to write, that part wouldn't bother her. Like, she would love doing it because she loves to write. But the taking away her phone is just gonna crush her soul, because that's her livelihood. Like, that's what kids do. They want their phone, they have the game, the text message, whatever it is. All that is on their phones. So to her, it's very important that she has it, and it's very important to our kids that they have their phones at all times. But of course, if they get in trouble, take their phones away, take their games away. I mean, it's sad to say, but you gotta hit your kids where it hurts in order to get them to understand what they did was wrong, so they cannot do it again. If they keep doing it, just increase it. Okay, well, no phone, no electronics. Our kids have debit cards. If they act up, they get those shut off too, which means you have no funds to go shopping and spend your money anywhere. So as you can see, we're outside, it's hot, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you hit that bell so you can get all of the Real Hicks notifications. I mean, this view is like incredible. I'm loving it. And as you can see, you have people coming up behind me on the swan paddle boats. And didn't we do this with the kids before, Trey? Yeah, me, Trey, Jay, and Taylor, we all came out here on the swan paddle boats, and it felt like it was literally 2,000 degrees outside. Yes, I'm over exaggerating because it was like super hot, but we had so much fun. And they also have what do you call those other boats that we went on? Well, I think they're just called a paddle boat, and then they have one that's like a bicycle. I think Trey took a picture of that one. It's just crazy. There's a lot of different things you can do while being in quarantine, and it's inexpensive. So if you want to come out and enjoy a fun day with the family, I mean, you can always come to the park, find things to do. I mean, again, we're off and we're secluded and we're by ourselves. I mean, you see people walking around, but everybody is social distancing, which is a good thing. We're trying to stop the spread of the coronavirus. But those are some of my parenting tips. I hope you guys like the parenting tips that I gave you. Maybe give you another perspective on next time you see your child acting out. Well, think about it. Is my child having a bad day? Is there something that's affecting them? Can I help them? Just make sure you take the right approach when it comes to disciplining them, because it may not always be them just having an attitude for no reason, or whatever the case may be. It could be something that's really affecting them, that's causing them to have a bad day and for them to act out. So again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you hit that bell so you can get all the Real Hicks family notifications. It's been real. It's your girl Jay. Until next time. Okay, bye.
You gotta sneak up on the little ducky.
Ducky.
You gonna whoop your ass.
Okay, why does it look like, is that something? Oh my god, I think that was a turtle. The head was up at the water.
What?
It was in front of the duck. It's gone now.
Let's see how close he let us get to him. That's cool. That's right. Hey, man. How many of y'all get this close to a duck? I did. Okay, no worries. No worries. Yeah, he wagging that tail like a dog, man. Hold on now. Wait a minute. What's shaking like that for? I wasn't done talking to you.